Hello, my name is Virgil, and this is just another pointless video. So, this is just a normal rant or something. So, anyway. So, video games these days are more into high graphics. High graphics and better performance on the previous generations. Now, today's generation of the console, or if you're watching this from the future, so probably something like a future gaming something. I don't know. So, consoles these days are like Xbox One, Nintendo 3DS, PS Vita, the PS4, and the Nintendo Wii U, and also the PC Master Race. So the console first is the problem with the console, in my opinion, is because of the pricing and the games. Xbox One and PS4 were pretty good, but the problem is the designs. Like during the games were kind of okay to me, but some of them were having rants because the new gen are focusing on like realistic graphics, or like you watching a movie. There are many games that are related about it, and it's nearly impossible to play the old games unless it has a PC port. Now, games are used to build for fun or entertainment. Now, I remembered like when Xbox One and PS4 were released, these were kind of like improvements to the old gen consoles, the Xbox 360 and the PS3. Those were the days before like touchscreens and touchscreen games were invented, and that generation was kind of like the year of the hard gaming. But games these days, the new gen games are just kind of like easy. It's just like the games back then were just really hardcore, like playing Dark Souls. The price is kind of like expensive, like your default console. Games these days are more expensive because my friend told me the older games, like the Xbox 360 and also the PS3 games, were kind of cheap when he saw them. Now let's go to the hand consoles. Hand consoles are gaming controllers that are built by hand. So you can use them like a controller thingy. It's like there's this one screen. Now, the popular ones were the 3DS and the PS Vita. Back then, I used to own a Nintendo DS and a PSP. These were my days where I still had my fun experience. And my PSP kind of like broke, and I gave it to my friend Algin. And my 3DS I already gave my 3DS to Algin because I ran out of games what to play. Now the DS is a dual screen and one touch screen created by Nintendo. Similar to the Game Boy Advance, you have the ability to play. You can import your games from the Nintendo DS and the Game Boy Advance, and this is nearly similar to the 3DS. Now the PS Vita was the successor for the PSP. The PSP was a very good had very good games, and it had a lot of porting from the PlayStation 2 games and the PS1 games. Some of them were either improved version of the previous versions, or either new make game. Back then games doesn't have them. These two were popular back then. This also included the 360 and the PS3, leaving a huge console war. The Xbox 360 was built by Microsoft, the person who made the PC, and the PS3 was invented by Sony. These two are having a clash, like an endless war. Now, for those who doesn't know, PS Vita and Nintendo 3DS, my friend said he saw all the games were all based in Japan. Like all the games are now anime based, because I went a little bit deep to the internet, and it was true. All the games are just kind of like like it's always one anime now. Like example, in the 3DS we have like Fire Emblem, Pokemon X and Y, and probably I forgot what the other game, but we'll cut to the chase. And the PS Vita is more like into Neptune Hyper Dimension. What do you call it? Right? That's right. And actually, I'm not gonna mention other games because it'll make more time. And also the PSP games in Nintendo DS were not that much based on anime, but they're all into focus into American culture. I played one of the games, and I had a lot of experience with those things. Well, these were the good times back then. Ajin and I used to try to. I had a lot of memories with my PSP and my Nintendo DS. Ajin and I used to do multiplayer. We did a lot of experience, but only the problem is, ever since this price thing increases and the problems in the country around the world was increasing, leaving us the poor economic status, and Microsoft is trying to improve the gaming, try to improve the gaming system to the Xbox One and the PS and Sony for the PS4. Like the new gen games gets an older version of the older version. Like you can play those games on the 360 and the PS3, but the problem is there's some limitations. First off, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 had its own 360 and PS3 version, but the minus part is they'll move some of the advanced things and only transfer them to the advanced generation. Like a sample, you only get one zombie map in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. In the Xbox One, you get more multiplayer maps and more zombie maps. This is the same as the PlayStation 3. And ever since that, many people started to either choose over the new gen consoles or the PC, leaving us questioning what should we pick. Well, I think this is all over for now, so I'm gonna stop this video. Bye.